I was working on a couple of tech startups, bouncing back and forth between LA and here in Utah, and both of those fell through. And I thought, well, I might as well start another business here in Utah. I'd sublet my place in LA, and so I thought, well, what should we do? And I always wanted to do something in food, and there were a number of other decisions that kind of led me to San Diablo Artisan Churros, which at that point was just like, well, let's start a churro business, and let's focus on catering, and let's create something that's different and special, and let's do filled churros. Because I remember the first time that I had filled churros was in Mexico years ago, and in the Coyoacan area of Mexico City, down in southern Mexico City. And I thought, man, these are so good. This would be irresponsible not to bring these churros to America. So I've been thinking about that for years. And I always thought, oh yeah, I wonder what a churro business would be like. So when the timing happened in summer of 2016, I thought, gosh, this could be the right time to do this. Let's see if we can make this happen. Explored it a little bit, and then some friends were asking me, well, if you did it, how would you launch? Where would you launch? I was thinking through how to make all that happen. Someone suggested Corn Bellies at Thanksgiving Point. And I was not super familiar with Corn Bellies, the harvest festival that they have there, and I thought, gosh, this could be really cool to launch there. So I called them and saw that they had a food vendor listing on their website. And hi, this is Scott Porter from, I see that you have a listing for food vendors on Corn Bellies. Do you still have openings? Yeah, we do. What do you guys sell? Artisan filled churros. Awesome, I love filled churros. I'm like, wow, okay, where have you had filled churros? I had them in Mexico. She said, it's been my dream to have gourmet churros at Corn Bellies. And I thought, well, your dreams are about to come true. Let's make this happen. I said, well, we'd love to be there. She said, awesome, how long have you guys been in business? And I said, well, we would be launching at Corn Bellies. And she goes, oh. I could tell like big hesitation, obviously, in her voice. And I said, okay, this is what we can do. I will bring you and anyone else that's involved in the decision-making process samples of all the different churro flavors that we had. And so you guys can then decide if you think you'd like to have us there. She said, that'd be great. We're meeting and making our final decision in 3 days. And so if you can be there was 15 of us, and provide samples for us, we'll make the decision then. I said, awesome, yeah, we'll be there. I'm like, oh my gosh. I had only made the recipe a couple of times. We didn't have a name, we didn't have equipment. So I hung up the phone, and the first person I called was Mindy Booth. And she's a dear friend of mine, and she's been formerly a VP at Goldman Sachs, and had just quit her job to be able to pursue her passion of baking. And so I instantly thought of her. I'm like, hey Mindy, what are you doing tomorrow for like 6 hours? I think I'm launching a churro business. I need your help figuring out like the recipe and how to do all of this. She's like, yeah, let's do it. So those 3 days were crazy. We came up with San Diablo as the name, bought all of the domains, figured out what our plating would look like, what our fillings would be, everything, and then we did the tasting. They loved them, and so much that they said, well, actually, we think that you need to have 2 booths at Corn Bellies. And so we said, awesome, that's great. So we're launching at Corn Bellies, here we go. And that was 3 weeks, and then it was go time. And the very next person I called was Tracy Garth, and because I knew that she had just finished her doctorate program at Pepperdine, and I thought, well, maybe she's in a point of transition. I need people I can trust to help me launch this business, because we have to get it going like yesterday. And we have so much to do to get ready.
So I'm driving, and I get a call from Scott Porter, and he's like, where are you? I'm like, actually, no, it was a text. Where are you? I'm like, Utah? He's like, is there a time that we can chat? I'm like, sure. He gets on the phone, and then he starts telling me this story of San Diablo and how he's starting a churro company, and he's launching at Corn Bellies. and he needs help starting a business. And I'm like, okay, well, let me think about it for a minute. And called the next day and I'm like, I'm on board. Let's do this. Let's push churros and corn bellies. I got this. I have a doctorate degree. No problem. So I just started helping Scott, and now I'm a manager at San Diablo Artisan Churros and have done all the things, to making churros, to sales, to marketing, to business development, to recording videos of training and things of that nature. So yeah, that's me.
During those 3 weeks, it was a frenzy of activity. Of course, we're like hiring and we're creating our brand, like we're doing our branding, buying equipment, figuring out how we're gonna, like what our uniforms were gonna be, and everything in between, our menu and what our culture was gonna be all about. And so anyway, it was a frenzy during those 3 weeks. During that time, we also decided that we'd throw a VIP launch party. And so it basically was our own wedding, really. I mean, a huge party that we put together in just a short amount of time. So during that time, it was amazing. We found just the best team members and really got things off the ground. And so it was an amazing party, amazing launch. Corn Bellies kicked things off, and then we were off to the races doing catering and special events since then.